Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Royale and I make vegan and plant-based recipes. If you're new here, I'd love to have you stick around, subscribe and hit that notification bell and leave me a comment down below and let me know if you are a new subscriber because I'd love to connect and chat with you. Today's video, I'm bringing you 3 new Poblano recipes and we're going to get started with the first one. It is a Instant Pot recipe, so it's the perfect recipe to kick off this video because we love easy around here. If you've been following me for a while, I like to make quick and easy recipes. So let's go ahead and get started with this first one. We're going to start off with my white bean and poblano chili. We're going to turn our Instant Pot on saute mode and we're going to let that heat up for 1 to 2 minutes. Then we're going to add in our jalapeno, which I've taken the seeds out of. You can leave the seeds in if you like extra heat, or you could even add extra jalapeno if you like it spicier. It just depends on what you're comfortable with and what you're okay with. It does have cayenne pepper as well, so those are all things that you could leave out, the jalapeno and the cayenne pepper, if you're not able to tolerate the spice or it's something that you just don't enjoy. You could just use the poblanos. I would add a little bit extra poblano, but they're usually not that spicy, so it's up to you and it's whatever works for you. Then we're going to add in some salt, some cumin, some garlic powder, some onion powder, some cayenne pepper, and some black pepper. And then we're just going to do a dry saute on this, and I've showed you how to do this in other videos. I add a little bit of water or a little bit of broth, but you're just going to cook these down without any oil until they're translucent, and it's really easy. You get used to cooking without oil. If you're not used to it, it's really simple. Using water and broth really helps the process, but usually with onions, they sweat down a lot and you don't even really need it, but because I was adding seasoning, I went ahead and added a little water to help it out. But adding the seasoning ahead of time with this really brings out the flavor of each and every one of the seasonings. It helps release the oils, so that's why I'm sauteing those right now with the jalapenos and the onions. So we're going to go ahead and just let these cook down for about 5 minutes. So now that those are done cooking, we're going to hit the cancel button and turn off the saute mode so that we could go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. We have some broth. I'm using Better Than Bouillon organic vegetable broth. It's oil free, but you can use whatever works for you or whatever you're comfortable with. And then I have some poblano chilies here that I've roasted on a pan under the broiler in my oven. What I do is I just turn the broiler on high and I let them kind of blacken on each side, usually about 5 minutes on each side. Then I take them out, I set them on the counter and let them cool, and then I cut the stems out and I take all the seeds out and then I chop them up. Now this adds a great depth of flavor, but you could skip it if you did not have the time to use the broiler. You could just cut them up and saute them with the onions and the jalapenos, but I really feel like it adds some extra flavor. So I went ahead and added the rest of the broth, and then it's ready to go ahead and put on high pressure for 3 minutes. And then after it's cooked for 3 minutes, you're going to let it naturally release for 12 minutes, and then we're going to shut it off and release that pressure valve. And then once that's done, it's ready to open. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my fresh cilantro, and we're just going to mix that right in. And then that's it, you guys. This is a super quick and easy Instant Pot recipe using poblanos. I absolutely love poblano chilies. I've made a couple other recipes with them for you guys, and you seem to love them, so I had to share this one with you. So now to top this off, I like to squeeze some fresh lime and serve it with some fresh avocado right over the top. And it's that simple. It's ready to serve. This is a great, quick, and easy Instant Pot recipe using poblanos. I absolutely love poblano chilies. It's one of my favorite chilies to cook with. and I really think you guys will enjoy this one. You could actually add in some extra veggies. Some carrots go really well with this, as well as some kale, just if you want to bulk it up or add some extra health to this one. But this is just another quick and easy recipe. Again, if you do not use salt, don't forget you can omit the salt, or you could use some miso in its place. So let's go ahead and get into this next recipe. So for this recipe, I've showed you how to make my cashew queso before in my other video where I showed you how to make my stuffed poblanos. So I'm just going to show you how I dress that up a little bit. So we're just going to go ahead and turn this into a poblano queso. So we're going to start off by adding our cashews into our blender. Now, if you don't have a Vitamix, you're going to want to go ahead and soak these overnight or in warm water for 4 hours, or you could boil them in hot water for 10 minutes. Then we're going to add our seasonings. We have some adobo seasoning, some salt, and some pepper. And then I have some nutritional yeast, some lemon juice, and then a fresh clove of garlic. And then you're just going to add in water as you go. You're going to add as needed depending on the thickness you want. For the queso, I like to keep it a little bit on the thicker side. So then we're just going to go ahead and blend that up. So once everything's blended up and your cheese sauce is nice and smooth, you're going to open it up and make sure it's the texture that you want. If you want it to be a little thinner, you could add a little more water to thin it out a little more. But I like it thicker when I'm making it as a dip. I only thin it out a little bit when I'm making it as a sauce. So now I've transferred that into my dish. I'm going to go ahead and add my roasted poblano chilies. I roasted those just like I told you in the last recipe, but you could also do these on the grill. I forgot to say that. I just like to do it quick and easy in the house so that I don't have to turn on the grill outside for one little thing. So then I decided to add some cayenne pepper to kick up the heat a little bit, so that's optional. And then this is ready to serve. You can keep it in the fridge for up to a week. It's super delicious, it's super creamy, it's super cheesy, and it's definitely a crowd pleaser. My 10-year-old sister is not even vegan and she loves it. So let's go ahead and get into my last poblano recipe. This is a roasted corn and roasted poblano salad. This is a super quick and easy recipe, so let's go ahead and get right into this one. So for this recipe, we have some corn, some poblano chilies, some roasted red bell peppers, and some onions that I roasted under the broiler in my oven, like I had said with my chilies previously, but you could grill these on the grill as well. I did them for about 7 minutes on each side. I roasted them up really good for this recipe. I wanted a nice char roasted flavor for this. And then I'm just going to add all of these ingredients right into my bowl. Then we're going to add some fresh chopped green onions, and then I have some fresh cilantro. And then I'm just going to mix that up really well, and then we're going to make a quick little dressing that we can add right over the top. So we're going to make just a quick maple lime vinaigrette to pour right over this. So we're going to take some fresh squeezed lime juice and some maple syrup, and we're just going to mix those together, and we're going to add this right over the top. So once we pour this over the top, I'm just going to mix it all together really well, just so that all of those flavors can get well incorporated. And then we will go ahead and add some salt and pepper to taste. Of course, you can omit the salt if that's something that you're not eating in your diet. Now everything is well incorporated. It is ready to serve, you guys. This is great served warm right as you make it, or you can even set it in the refrigerator overnight. This is just a great summertime dish. I really hope you guys enjoyed this poblano chili recipe video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. As always, don't forget to tag me on Facebook or Instagram if you make any of my recipes. I love to hear from you guys. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, share with your friends, and we will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.